The Old Nite, easily one of RuneScape's most recognizable players. For years, he was one of the top 10 players in the entire game and was in a constant battle for rank 1. Before his passing in mid-2006, he actually became the first person ever to achieve the maximum total level, which at the time was 2079. Although it's commonly believed Zezima was the first person to max, he was the first person to do so after the release of Slayer and Farming. During his time playing, everyone who knew him spoke extremely highly of him. There are dozens of stories online of his amazing personality and friendliness towards everyone. In this video, I'll talk about that and so much more. As with most famous players, not much is known about the Old Nite's early playtime. He began playing RuneScape sometime in about 2002. Keep in mind, this was long before RuneScape 2 was released, so he obviously started with Classic. Sadly, it appears he didn't keep any sort of list of when he obtained the 99s or other achievements. If he did, it wasn't public or simply has been lost to time. I imagine trolling back through the old high scores would give a general idea of when he achieved each goal though. Even so, he was more well known for his personality. Most famous players seem to keep to themselves. They're constantly barraged with messages wherever they go, so it makes a lot of sense. The Old Nite was different though. Despite constantly being asked questions, regardless of what he was doing, he'd take the time to answer them. This is seen in the videos and pictures posted literally everywhere on the internet. A few quotes from players after he passed reflect this as well. A few examples are, "The Old Nite was one that would never forget that we were his fellow gamers. He was a legend, but when anyone would say hi, he would reply with a hello, and more often than not, have a conversation with you if you were in the same spot as he was training the various skills." Another one that I like is, it wasn't what the Old Nite said that he remembers, it was always how he said it. He was a true gentleman. The Old Nite's RuneScape career ended abruptly in late 2006. He had been battling colon cancer for a while, and at the age of 46, on the 25th of September 2006, he passed away. Supposedly, during his max stats party, he logged out right in the middle of it and never returned. His sister later confirmed that he had died soon after. His death obviously shook the entire RuneScape community. There were countless memorials and ceremonies for him in-game, as well as tributes created outside of the game in the form of videos and text posts. As far as I'm aware, nobody knew his real name, but we do know when he passed he left behind his wife and son. They were the ones who requested for his account to be locked. Even so, in 2009, someone managed to recover his account and leak his password to the public. This led to Jagex locking his account permanently and removing the ability for it to be recovered. His account does still exist because you can still add him to your friends list, but despite rumors from the player base that he's still alive, his name will sadly never turn green again. The Old Nite left behind a legacy of kindness and generosity while at the same time being extremely skilled at the game. It's commonly believed that as a result, this statue in the wilderness was created for him after his death. The statue itself actually existed before he died, but the community has adopted it as a memorial to him. Although not much was known about the Old Nite, he was still absolutely one of RuneScape's most legendary players and will be remembered for years and years, possibly even after RuneScape itself is one day gone. I wish I could have included more about him in this video, but there's simply not much I could really find. These were the days when YouTube was just barely starting to become a thing, so there's just not really that much information out there. Even what's there now is just a fraction of what we used to have. It's been over a decade now since the Old Nite's passing, so that's why a lot of information has simply just been lost to time. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If so, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from this series, comment who I should talk about next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.